Are you happy at your work? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you at work? Do you come to your work every day happy and energized? Are you happy with what you do? Do you have the job of your dreams? Well, let me tell you something. Happiness at work does not happen. It is not created by your boss or your organization. Happiness at work is in your hands. You can craft your job to be attractive and satisfying. In this talk, I'm gonna give you some ideas of how to do it, how to craft and shape happiness at your workplace and make your job the job of your dreams. My name is Yuval Tsur, and I am part of Plus Consulting team. We are the Israeli affiliated of Fuhu. I'm a professor at the Israeli Management College, teaching graduate students in the areas of organizational behavior, consulting, positive psychology, and mindfulness. In line with the positive psychology approach, I asked my students in the positive psychology class, what do you appreciate in our college? I received several answers, but two of them surprised me. Elena and David. I know Elena and David and I like them, but they are not professors, no students. Elena is the barista in the coffee shop of the college. She smiles happily to each client and knows what kind of coffee each client likes. She begins preparing my grande americano when I just enter her coffee shop. David is a guard who stands in the entrance of the college where I teach. He smiles and he has a small chat with each person who enters the gate. He can't talk a lot because usually people are in a hurry into classes, but 2 or 3 phrases are enough. Elena and David make students feel at home in the college, feel they are valuable and precious, and students love them. Why? Why is it? They love their work, and they are loved in return. They are fully engaged when doing their job, and they are doing more than their job description requires. In a way, they design their job by themselves. They craft their jobs to be more satisfying and more attractive to themselves. And there is Sarah, who is my student. When I asked her, what does she do for a living? She told me she runs an institution for senior citizens. Many of them need constant nursing. She said they take care of more than 100 patients, and that her dream is to renovate an old building nearby to open new departments so they can help many more elderly people. Well, later on, I learned that Sarah is a nurse, and she isn't a manager at all. And yet, she is engaged and involved in everything that happens there. She is active and initiate improvement in their work, and she sees herself as if she was really in charge. She really cares. Sarah loves her work and comes there energized every morning. What is the secret of Elena, David, and Sarah? What makes them happy at their work? Amy Rozhniewski is a professor at Yale University School of Management. In her research from 1997, she interviewed workers in 2 academic health institutions, in various assistance roles such as nursing, cleaning, administrative role. Rozhniewski summarized her finding describing 3 attitudes for the person at work: job, career, and calling. Job is when work is perceived mainly as a means to earn money, and the worker waits for the workday to end, doesn't like the job, and doesn't recommend it to others. Career is when the worker sees the work as a means to promotion and growth. Career workers exert a lot of effort in work, including working extra hours and taking work home, all for the aim to be considered successful, to be promoted and grow. Calling is a term comes from the religious context, where priests are called to serve God. It was adapted to the workplace context with the meaning that when work is valuable and important, the worker perceives it as a calling. Then work is a means for achieving meaningful goals that are much larger than the self. calling workers like their work, engage and committed to it, and recommend others to take this work. They usually don't see much difference between work and home. It is reasonable to believe, and also it is found in researches, that job orientation employees don't like their job, while career are happier yet stressed, and calling workers are the happiest with their work. One can think that job orientation is common in the blue-collar jobs, like cleaning or garbage workers, and career orientation is widespread in the white-collar professional occupations, like lawyers or bankers. And calling orientation can be perceived as common in education and therapeutic professions like teachers, medical doctors, or therapists. Interestingly, Wojciechowski found that work orientation is not dictated by the type of work, but rather it reflects the personal attitude of any person to his or her work. These are good news. It is only your attitude that creates your work orientation, that affects your happiness at work. So if it's only your attitude, well, you can change it. And you can design your job to be more attractive. In 2010, Wojciechowski, with Berg and Newton, called this process job crafting, defined as what employees do to redesign their own jobs in ways that foster engagement at work, job satisfaction, resilience, and thriving. This is easy to say, but the question is, how? Here I want to offer a 3-element model for job crafting in order to create and shape happiness at your work. These 3 elements are I need, I want, and I can. I need means I do in my work things that I need to do. I believe that outcomes of my work are needed and valuable. I focus on the importance and meaning of my work, and I understand why it is needed, and I identify with its contribution. I serve a goal that is larger than me, and I feel important and valuable. Sarah finds meaning in helping people in need. It is her calling, so she is engaged and committed to nursing elderly people. I can means I have the skills and abilities to do my work, and I do it well. By directing my mission at work to my strengths, talents, and skills, I can achieve best performance. Research shows that when we use our strengths, we can excel. It is the only way to excel, said Peter Drucker. And the Gallup Research Center found it again and again in their researches. Focusing on strengths, talents, and abilities improves performance and increases positive feeling like empowerment and efficiency. Sarah signed up to the Graduate Students Program of Organizational Development and Consulting in my college. She knows she possesses managerial and consulting talents and aims to develop them to be more professional in new areas at her work according to her talents. Finally, I want means I do in my work what I love to do. And my work fulfills my passions and aspirations, so I love my work. This is obvious, but unfortunately, many times neglected. Do managers know what parts of jobs their employees like most? Do they know what are their subordinates' aspirations? If you do what you love to do in your work, you'll be happier. Elena and David love to meet people. They feel happy when they talk with friends. So both communicate happily and positively with each person that they meet at their workplace and make a lot of friends. These 3 elements, I need, I can, and I want, stand as the basis for motivation. And when they are present and fulfilled, engagement and happiness arise. They lead workers to be at their zone of best performance with seemingly no efforts, less stress, and much, much more flow and joy. When you do important work, performing best using your strengths and talents, and you love what you do, this is probably the job of your dream. Well, don't dream, do. You don't have to wait for your boss to create the job of your dreams. And you don't have to change your occupation. It can be done right here and right now. You can create and shape happiness at your work. You can craft your job to be the job of your dreams. How to do it? I would suggest you to use goal setting in order to craft your job. It can be done with your boss as part of organizational routines, or you can do it by yourself, for yourself. You can shape your goals to increase engagement and performance, creating your own happiness at your workplace. All you need to do is just set up your goals according to the I need, I can, I want categories. First, find the importance of your work and set one goal that is focused on the parts of your work that you find most important and that make you feel important and valuable. Every job is important to someone and serves an important goal. You just need to explore it and make your work important for you. The second goal is focus on strengths, talents, and skills. Set a goal that will make you use your prominent talents and skills to achieve best performance and joy. Then set the third goal. Focus on the parts of your job that you love to do. A goal that expresses your aspirations and ambitions. A goal that will make you spend more time at work, doing things you love to do. Take these goals by yourself, in addition to the goals that were set for you by your superiors. These goals are a key for your happiness, and therefore they are priceless. This is how Elena, David, and Sarah craft their jobs to be more attractive and satisfying, becoming more engaged and happier at their work. You can do it too. Happiness at work does not happen. It is not contingent. Happiness at work is created, shaped, and increased by your own job crafting. Just set 3 goals to make you do at work things that you need, you can, and you love to do. This is how you craft your job to be the job of your dreams.